Is up guys, Phoenix here, and welcome to the final part of our Bakugo Katsuki pixel art tutorial. So we're going to be doing the shading in the hair today, and then we'll go over the colors and we should be done. In the last part we did all of the lower half of the body, as you can see it's done, and we did the face, and that's done as well. So the hair is all we have to do next. We are missing the right ear, so that's going to be coming in while we do the shading. And also, if you remember, I did say that a part of the center part of his hair right here is actually supposed to be shading, so I will show you the transition over that once we get the coal blocks placed. So what we're going to be using is block of coal, grass block, and oak planks. And if oak planks is the wrong color, I will tell you that later, but for now I'm going to be using oak planks. It looks like it's the correct shade, I just can't remember. So to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to go to this part of the hair that we have this 3 vertical marked, and if we don't have this 3 vertical marked right here, I'm going to show you where to do it. You see how we have this extended, I think it's 19 singles. Connected to it, we should have a 4 vertical right here. And all I want you to do is from the bottom of that 4 vertical, we're going to go down into the right, 3 vertical with coal. So let's swap this out. 1, 2, 3. Once you have that 3 coal, we're going to go to the center block and put 1 to the middle. And I hear a lot of outside noise coming in through my window, so let me get a second and I'll close my window. I'm sorry about this. Anyways. So once we have that single, we're going to be going up and to the right from it. So let's see, we're going to go up and to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 singles after that one. So let's add another 14 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. From there, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical, so put your placement block to the right side and add 2 coal on top. 1, 2. And then from that 2 vertical, we're going to come back down, so we're going to go down into the right 2 vertical. Down into the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into left 3 vertical, so put your placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3. And from that 3 vertical, we're going to go to the middle block and add 1 to the right. We're then going to go up into the right, 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Up into the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. Up into the right, 2 vertical. 1, 2. Up into the right, 1 single. Up into the right, 2 vertical again. Up into the right, 1 single. Up into the right, 3 vertical, and this should accidentally touch one of the blocks we have up here, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You see it touched at the diagonal, which means you're doing it correctly. But we're not going to be working with the top right there. We're going to be bringing it back down towards the eyebrows. So from the bottom block in at 3 vertical, we're going to go down into the right 5 vertical. Placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a placement block underneath again so that we can go down into the right 10 vertical this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, it touched the middle block in this 3 flat we had going right here, which is perfect. And we can go back and delete that placement block now. And what we can do is, as you can see, we now have these 2 strips of blacks with a lot of singles in between them. We're going to swap them out accordingly to which blocks are supposed to have the shading and which blocks are not. So, let me see where the shading is supposed to end actually before I continue this part. Because Lord knows I don't need to mess it up again. Alright, so the shading actually stops right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the eyebrow we just went to. So you see where we had the 3 flat, we just connected to it. We kind of zoom out and I can trace up the 10 we just placed. I traced it poorly, but you get my point. I'm just mapping where we're supposed to go, alright? I'm just messing things up now. This is annoying. Breathe. Whew. Alright, then we're going to go up this 5 strip right here. We're then going to go up this 3 strip above that, and then the single. As you can see, I marked all of them. So we have the 10, 5, 3, 1 that we just marked. The bottom set is the one we just placed. The top set, however, is what we're going to swap with oak planks. So all this going to the left side of it, not the right side of it. All this going to the left side is going to be swapped out with oak planks until we touch the hair back over here on this single. So let's go and swap them out right now, and you can see the progress on the right hand camera screen. Every block to the left of the single is going to get swapped out. And as you can see, the one below it is going to stay coal. That's the one that should have been coal the entire time. This was actually shading that I thought was supposed to be part of the frame, and I accidentally colored it in with coal. So let's just swap it out, and it shouldn't take too long. We can just get rid of all these singles and then just replace them since we know the placings are correct. So there you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, geez, 13, I think it was 19 in total. It's pretty insane. Not often we get 19s. There we go. Now you can delete the dirt blocks. And actually, is there any more shading that I missed? There might actually be. Yeah, there is actually. Wow, I am pretty trash at building these. I am actually pretty trash. So what we're going to do is to the right side, actually, those are supposed to be... some of them are supposed to be colored in with shading blocks. Let me show you which ones. So, on the opposite side now, we're going to take this single, and this 2 vertical and swap them with oak. 1, 1, and 2. And let me just zoom out so nobody gets lost. It's just the 1, 1, 2 gets swapped out with oak. This is on the opposite side of what we just converted, and you can look at the right-hand camera screen to see progress. Then what we're going to do is we're going to ignore that single that's connected to it. We're going to ignore that 2 verticals that's connected to it, and we're going to ignore this weird key shape. But everything below this now, until it touches back down to the eyebrow, we will actually color in with the oak plank. So let's take this strip right here and color it in. I think it should be 3 strips. So this is the first strip that we're going to take over. This is the second one right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the third strip right here connects to with these flat things. So we're going to take this third strip right here. And we're only going to destroy this with oak until it hits this 2 flat right here. So that's where we stop. Now that can be very confusing, so let me just zoom out so you can see it. So we took the 1, 1, 2 right there to the right, then we ignored all the other blocks, and we took this 5 strip, I think this 10 strip, and then we took another 5 right here. Alright, once we have that down, we're going to do the right ear part now that we've been missing out on. I think his right ear is completely missing from our build. Yeah, and there's pieces of hair that need to be done, like there's some spikes in the center left. But we're going to do the right ear first. So what I want you to do is we're going to find this 9 vertical strip that we have over here that kind of just looks like it's hanging a little bit too far off the side of his face. It's one of the weirder parts of the build. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, there it is. And what we're going to do is from the top, we're going to find the 3rd block down. And we're going to add 1 to the right. And you can delete the other dirt blocks once you found it. I just like to be very visual so you guys don't get lost. Now from that single, what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical. So put your placement block to the right side. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to go up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 6 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, I'm placing my placement blocks to the right side each time. Until we change direction, there's no reason for me not to. And then from here, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single. And then we're going to go down and to the right, so we can still keep our placement blocks on the right side since we're just going underneath them now. I think we're going to add 7 to this, but let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're going to go down and to the right 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you should have 8 in total, but we added 7 to the single we already had. And from the final block, we're going to add 1 to the right, 1 below, and 2 above. Like so. We're then going to go to the top of this, and we're going to go up and to the left 5 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a placement block on top again. Up and to the left 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. 1, 2, 3. And then to finish off this shape, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single. 1. Now let's go and delete all these dirts that are in our way, as they're kind of clunkying up the space. And then what I want you to do is, remember when we had the 8 singles right here and we added this little extra thing to the end? We're still going to go back to the 8 singles now, and what we're going to do is from the beginning of it, we're going to find the 4th block. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one right here. And when I say the beginning, I mean the left side. So we counted 4 from the left. And what I want you to do is put a placement block underneath it, so we can go down into the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Placement block underneath again. Down into the right, so right side, 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to the left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down to the left 1 single. Down to left 2 vertical again. And actually, is this a repeated pattern? It's 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, we're going to just keep doing that. Keep going down to the left 2 vertical, 1 single, 2 vertical, 1 single, until we touch the 2 vertical we have over there. So let's go add another single. Then 2 vertical again. Then 1 single. Then 2 vertical again. Then 1 single. And as you can see, it touched at the diagonal perfectly, and the right ear is now in place, so that is awesome. Now let's actually put a line in his ear that I want to put in both ears. So what we're going to do is, you can see the ear shape right here, this weird half oval, and where we started is that 9 vertical right there, but what I want you to do is drop down the 9 vertical to where we have this 2, 1, 2 pattern. Let me mark it for you to see. 2, 1, 2, and it's right underneath the 9 vertical that started the ear. It's just literally just hanging there. And from the 1 single, what I want you to do is put 1 coal block underneath it, like so. We're then going to add 1 to the right of that. And then from there, and actually, is it 1 or 2 we should add? We're going to add 1, actually. I want you to go up and to the right 1 single. And then up and to the right 2 vertical, 3 times in a row. Placement block, 1, 2. Placement block, 1, 2. Placement block, 1, 2. And that's just a little line in his ear that we can do to kind of just give it a little bit more detail. It doesn't do anything. And if you want, we can just go exactly across to the opposite side. I don't know exactly where it lines up at. I think it lines... Actually, let me just drag it across. Just take a piece of dirt and just drag it across, and I'll tell you. I was going to say I think it's on the 3rd or middle block of a 5 vertical, but I have no idea. So let's just drag it across and find out. And I know this is kind of messy. I'm sorry. So let's see where it goes. So on the opposite side, the opposite ear, we're going to go to the 5 vertical on the 2nd to last block from the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to add 2 to the left. We're then going to go up into the left 1 single. And actually, no. This is not a good place to put it. So I shouldn't have dragged it over. Instead of the 2nd from the bottom, we're going to go to the 2nd to last from the top. Let's do that. And we're going to put 2 to the left there. We're then going to go up and to left 1 single. And then up and to left 2 vertical 3 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I actually think if we tried to put it below, it would hit the wall. So we needed to put it there. So the 2nd to last from the top. And I do know they're not even, but it's okay because his face isn't even. He's kind of at a slant. As you can see from the collar, his left and right collar aren't exactly kind of even, and his torso is a little bit tilted to that way the way his chest muscles are shaped. It looks kind of off. but it's okay because pixel arts aren't meant to be perfect, and I certainly do not make them perfect. I do what I can. Anyways, enough rambling. I sound like an idiot. So what we're gonna do next is we finish the ears. We just have, I think, 4 more spots of shading. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 5 more spots of shading and some missing hair, and we'll be done. So let's do the shading that's by the right side of his hair, and then we'll be done with that. So near his right ear, or above his right ear actually, where we have this looking Tetris piece right by his right eye. Let's mark it. So we have his right eye. You go to the right of it, as you can see, and we have this 4 T-shaped. I don't even know what to call these things, man. They just look like Tetris pieces. It's a T-shaped thing on its side, and then we have the 4 vertical underneath it. What I want you to do is go to the 4 vertical, and we're going to switch to the oak planks. And from the top block in the 4 vertical, we're going to put 1 to the right, like so, and 1 on top of that. Let me just zoom out so you don't get lost. So from the right side of that 4 vertical, all right? Then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the right, 5 vertical, placement block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is oak planks. Like I said, this isn't coal right now. We'll get back to coal when we get to the left side, but for now we're just using oak. Up and to the right, 1 single. Down and to the right, 2 flat. Down and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And just keep putting your placement blocks on the right side for this next part. Up and to the right, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 4 vertical again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement block. Up and to the right, 2 vertical. 1, 2. And from the bottom block on the 2 vertical, we're going to go back down. So you can just put your placement block there. Down to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Down to the right, 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down to the right, 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from that 4th block into 4th singles, we're going to put 1 to the right. And from that 1 to the right, we're going to put 2 below and 3 above. 1, 2. And actually, not 3 above, we're going to put 4 above. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we need it to be 7 in length. So double check and count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah. 2 below, 4 above. My bad. Now from this 7 strip, we're going to find the second to last block from the top, and we're going to put 1 oak to the right. We're then going to go down into the right, 2 singles. Up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. And from the left block in that 2 flat, we're going to put 2 on top. And from the right block in that 2 flat, we're going to go down into the right, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. Placement block underneath or on the right side. 1, 2. Placement block again. 1, 2. And then just touch it down to the flooring by going down into the right, 1 single. And that's it for that shading. It's perfect. Now from here, there is another piece of shading when we fly straight up. So what I want you to do is we're going to kind of back out a little bit. And you can see we already marked it with 2 oak planks up here, the 2 flats. And let's go over there now. It's very quickly to do. We're going to be putting our placement blocks underneath for this part. So we're going to go down to left, 1 single. Down to left, 2 flat, 5 times in a row. 1, 2. Placement block underneath. 1, 2. That's 2. 1, 2. That's 3. 1, 2. That's 4. 1, 2. That's 5. Delete, 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 and delete. Perfect. Now from the right block in that final one, we're going to put it underneath the grass block. So we can go down into the right, 1 single. And then from there, we're going to seal the shape out by going down into the right. So placement block underneath, 13 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Touch that at diagonal, which means it closed the shape out. Perfect. So we are completely done with the right side of the build. What we need to do now is there's some pointy hair on the left side and 3 spots of shading that we are missing. So let's get over to the left side of the build now. I'm going to save it real quick so I don't mess anything up. Just in case if anything happens to the commentary and I need to redo it, I at least have only the left side left to do. So, did we leave any markings for myself to continue? I think we did, so that's pretty useful. Those dirt blocks, let's see where they actually are ended up. Yeah, those dirt blocks are supposed to be where we continue from. So I knew I was going to have to come back and do this. That's good. Anyways, so let's go to this left patch of dirt blocks that we have right here. That's right by the ear marker we just did. And it's on a 3 vertical. Yeah, see, it's 3 vertical it's attached to. All we're going to do from that is we're going to go up and to the right 3 vertical. So place some block to the right or top side. 1, 2, 3. And we're back to coal. We're back to coal, guys. I'll tell you when to switch back to oak planks. From there, we're going to go up and to the right. 3 vertical again. 1, 2, 3. And from the top block in that, we're going to add 1 to the top. And from that 1 to the top, what we're going to do is put 2 to the left, 1, 2, and 1 to the right. 1. So now we have a lopsided T shape. From the right block in that lopsided T shape, we're going to add 1 to the top of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical oak planks. This is another spot for shading, but we're not going to finish it. We'll come back to it later, so you can mark it with some tree if you want, or you can just like remember, because we're going to come back to it real soon. From the left spot in the T, this lopsided T, we're going to go down into the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3, and this is with coal. From that 3 flat, what we're going to do is we're going to take the left blocks in it. And actually, we're going to do some shape shifting with this. So with this 3 flat, I want you to put another layer underneath it. Like so. So now we have this big chunk of 6. And what we're going to do is the top middle block, we're going to knock that out. And the bottom right block, we're going to knock that out. So now we have this L shape and this floating single. All right. Now from the top block in this L shape, what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the right from the top block, 2 vertical, and we're going to do that 5 times in a row. So place one block to the right or top side. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. 1, 2, that's 4. And finally, 1, 2, that's 5. From there, we're going to go up and to the right 1 single. Up and to the right 2 vertical. And from the top block in that 2 vertical, we're going to add 1 grass block to the top so that we can split it into 2 directions. First off, on the left side, we're going to add 3 blocks of coal to the left. 1, 2, 3. And on the right side, we're going to add 1 coal there and put 1 on top. So now we have this shape. Now, from the 2 vertical we have on this right side, we're going to finish that up real quick by going up and to the right 2 vertical a second time. And then up and to the right 1 single. And then on the left side where we have the 3 flat, it's going to be a little bit longer, so that's why we did a second. We're going to go down into left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Down to left 1 single. And from there, what we can do is kind of zoom out so you can see it. This 3 flat, we're going to go to the middle block. The second one, so the lower one, we're going to go and put 1 on top of the middle. And let's bring that up by going up and to the right. 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up and to the right 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to finish this off by going up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. So that's it for that little hair segment right there. It's pretty easy. And now for the final bit of hair segment. Actually, is this the final bit of it? I feel like I'm missing one more spot after this, but we will catch up to that. Yeah, I am missing one more spot after this, but this is the final floating segment that we will do. What I'll do is from the 2 flat we have right here, this top right 2 flat, we will add, with our placement blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from that 9th block, we'll switch back to our coal and add 2 to the top of it. 1, 2. From there, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat. And from the 2 flat, we'll take the left block and add 2 to the top of that. And the right block, we'll put a placement block to the right so that we can go up and to the right 2 flat, 3 flat, then 2 flat again. So we have the placement block. Let's go 1, 2, placement block, then 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, placement block, then 2 flat, 1, 2. Let's just zoom out. So left block gets 2 on top, right block extends upward at the diagonal, 2, 3, 2. Now from the left block that we just extended up, we're going to put a placement block on top so that we can go up and to the right 1 single, up and to the right 2 vertical, 1, 2. And from the top block in that 2 vertical, we're going to add an extra 1. And from that extra block, we're going to put 1 to the right and 3 to the left. From this 5 flat we've just created now, we're going to put a placement block underneath it so we can go down into the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And from the middle block in that 3 flat, we're going to add 1 to the top so that we can bring it up by going up and to the right 7 vertical. I'm not vertical, 7 singles, I'm sorry. So let's put a placement block to the right of the top, and we're going to up and to the right 7 singles from this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7, my bad. Nearly messed up. Now from there, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat. Up and to the right, 2 singles. 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 flat again. Up and to the right 1 single. And then we're going to change direction, so we're going to put a placement block on the left side. We're going to go up and to the left 2 flat now. Up and to the left 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 2 flat again. 1, 2. Up and to the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to finish this corner by going up and to the left 3 flat 2 times in a row. Placement block on the left or top. 1, 2, 3. Placement block again. 1, 2, 3. Let's delete all these dirt blocks real quick. There might be another jump cut soon. I'm going to the bottom just to delete all these dirt blocks as well. And then we will continue. So you probably noticed a jump cut. I don't actually know if it's that noticeable or not, but we're going to continue from this 3 flat now, and we're going to be going to the right side. So we're going to put our placement block to the top or right side, and we're going to go up and to the right 11 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. From the second to last block in the 11 flat, so this one right here, we're going to put 1 piece of coal on top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go up and to the left 1 single. Up and to the left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. And from that second 2 flat, what we're going to do is double up a layer above it and add an extra 1 to the left. We'll just zoom out so you can see. So we have 1, 1, 2, and then this double layer of 3 flat. Now what you can do from this the 3 flat we just placed is that layer below it where we have the 2 flat directly connected to it. We're not completely done there. What we're going to do next is, I believe we want to add 9 to the right, but let me count it out to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're going to add 9 to the right. of that 2 flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Delete, delete. From there, what we're going to do is go down into the right 2 flat at the end. And from the second to last block, kind of like what we did before, we're going to add 1 to the top. Now what we're going to do is from that single we just placed, or this one on top, we're going to go up and to the left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 2 flat. 1, 2. And from the 2 flat, we're going to double up a layer above. And from that doubled up layer, we're going to put 1 to the left and 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now with those changes, this should actually be 8 flat in total. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left side of it, and we're going to go up and to the left 1 single. And from the right side, we're going to drop below it. So we're going to put our placement block below as we go down into the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. Placement block at the end. Down to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Down to right 3 flat again. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, I'm putting a placement block at the end just to have each one so we can just continue. And we're going to finish this shape up by going down to right 1 single. Perfect. Now I do believe that is the end of all the markings in his hair having to do with blocks of coal. I think for the next section we only have to be working with shading, which should be perfect. So what I will be doing is we already have the oak planks right next to the grass blocks, so we don't have to move around our inventory. Instead, we'll just cover the last bits of shading, and then I'll go over the colors. So actually, before we move away from this bit, we're going to kind of zoom out, and I want you to see in the center right here where we have that 1 single towards the middle is where we're going to start for this little bit of shading, because we're going to add 8 oak planks to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm sorry for any background noise you might hear. There's been like 3 planes that passed over. Actually, I'm going to see if I can edit this out, if anything. But yeah, there's like 3 planes that passed over my house in the last like 10 minutes. And I sat here waiting for it, like, noise to stop before I recorded, but then it just starts back up, so I don't really know what to do. Anyways, from there we're going to go up into the right 2 flat, 1, 2. And from the left block in that 2 flat, we're going to be going up into the left and kind of curving back in. So let's just put our placement block to the top of the left block. And we're going to go up into left 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. From there, we're going to go up into the left 1 single. And from that 1 single, we're going to add an extra block to the top. And what we're going to do with that extra block on the top is we're going to add 2 to the left and 1 to the right. From the right side of this little contraption we've built now, we're going to go up into the right 2 flat. So placement block on the right side, 1, 2. And then we're going to bring it back in again. So we're going to be going to the left, kind of like what we did down there. So we're going to go up into left 2 flat, 1, 2. Up into left 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up into left 2 flat 2 times in a row. So placement block on the left or top side, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it for that part of the shading. Okay, so we should only have about 3 more spots left to fill in with the shading. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to drop down below to the left over there where we have that wooden spot marked out already for us. So let's drop down there. And it should be about 2 vertical. Yeah, 2 vertical right here, just marked at the upright angle. You can see it on the right hand camera screen where I'm moving around right there. It's right close to the left eye. So what we're first going to do is we're going to switch to our grass block and we're going to place it to the top or right side. As we continue going up and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Then we're just going to placement block up again. Up and to the right, 2 singles, 1, 2. From there, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat. So placement block, 1, 2, like that. I'm going to keep zooming out so you can see what I'm doing, just so you don't get lost in this final section. From here, we're going to go up and to the right 2 singles again. 1, 2. Up and to the right 2 vertical. Placement block on the right or top side. 1, 2. And then from there, we're going to go up and to the right 5 singles. So make sure you count this carefully. You can use your placement block if you want, but I kind of get used to not using it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from the 5th block, so this top one right here, all we're going to do is add 1 to the right of it. And from that 1 to the right, we are then going to add 1 to the top and 2 below. 1, 2. So we do have this T shape on its side, or it's kind of like a cross, but it's missing the right part. Anyways, so it should be 4 vertical that we have once we put the 1 on top and 2 below. So you can count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I want you to do is from the bottom block, we're going to go down and to the left, 1 single. Down and to the left, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And this doesn't connect to anything because we are missing a section. As you can see, we marked the dirt right there. So I want you to switch back to our coal. And this is actually good that we've done this because I didn't even know we missed this part, but I'm going to do it right now. So from this bottom block, there's 3 vertical. We're going to go down and to the right 2 vertical with coal. 1, 2, like that. And then we're going to go down and to the left 3 vertical, and it should connect to what we already had built. So placing block underneath or to the left side. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So it met up, and you can delete that block now. And I don't believe there's any other parts we missed with the coal. I think that was the only one, just because I didn't focus on the shading earlier, so that's why I probably missed it. But we do have only 2 more sections of shading to do, and they're pretty small. So we're going to go directly to the left, where we have these 2 little arches of oak planks. We have a 2 flat and a 3 flat. Don't get it confused with the one we have up there. We're going to get to that one next. But from the 2 and the 3 flat, we're going to continually go up and to the right. So for this next part, we're just going to put our placement block to the right or the top side each time I tell you a block, and you should be able to finish this pretty swiftly. So we're going to go up and to the right 5 flat first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I deleted that block by accident. And then put a placement block at the end, like I said. Up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the right 3 flat, and we're going to do that 4 times in a row. So 1, 2, 3, just like this, and that's the first time. We're going to do it 3 more times now. So placement block 1, 2, 3, that's 2. 1, 2, 3, that's 3. And finally, 1, 2, 3, that's 4. You can go back now and delete those dirt blocks. A lot of you guys feel comfy leaving them in. It's fine. Just remember to take them out before you start coloring. Anyways, from these 3 flat, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up and to the right 3 flat again. 1, 2, 3. And then to finish this up, we're going to go up and to the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see it touch the wall right there, which means it's good. And when you are coloring this, everything below this line will be oak, and everything above it will probably be sandstone, other than the sectioned off parts, as you can see, that we sectioned off with oak planks. But for the final part of this tutorial, we can go up now to this flat we have with these planks, and I think it should be 8, so let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, perfect. And for this first part, we're going to go down and to the right from it, so let's put our placement block underneath or to the right side. So we're going to go down to the right 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down and to the right 1 single. And actually, instead of working with that single, we're going to go back to the 5 flat again, and on this final block, we're just going to put 1 on top. So now we have this shape. From that 1 on top, we're going to start going up and to the left again. So you switch directions now. We're going to put our placement block to the left or top side. As we go up and to the left 2 flat, 2 times in a row. 1, 2. 1, 2. Up and to the left 3 flat now. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left 1 single. And then we're going to change directions again by going back out, up and to the right 8 flat. So switch where you put the placement blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is just to get that zigzag shape going in. And from this 8 flat, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the right side, and we're going to skip the first 2 blocks. So 1, 2 gets skipped. But the 3rd, 4th, and 5th block each are going to get 1 above each of them. So we skip the first 2. And the 3 after it get 1 on top, if that helps you count it better. Now from those 3 flats we just placed, we're going to be going up and to the left for the remainder of this pixel art. So you can just keep on putting your placement block to the left or top side, and you should be good. So we're going to go up and to left 5 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Placement block. Up and to left 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, placement block. Up and to left 1 single, placement block. Up and to left 6 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finally, we're going to go up and to left 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. And you are done. So what we're going to do next is we're going to jump into the finished build and look at the coloring. And you guys can see from the thumbnail, or if you guys want to wait until I show it, how the colors are supposed to go. It's not too difficult to do, so I'm glad you guys were able to make it this far. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and just wait for the jump cut and we'll explain the colors soon. Alright, and welcome back to the finished build. As you can see on the right hand camera screen, we do have the colored in build right there. So if you guys don't need me to explain it, you guys can pause the video right now and color it in yourself. But other than that, I will go over the color palette, and we do have room for the swiftness potion, so that's good. Make sure to always grab your splash potion of swiftness with 40%, and that should help you color this in, because it does take a while. So what we're going to need is white terracotta, nether brick, sandstone, oak planks, white concrete, yellow concrete, cyan concrete, and light gray concrete to color this in. And if we start from the bottom where we have the left and the right side of the jacket, you can see the entire flap fold right here in the bottom left corner and the bottom right corner will be light gray. Then you have these little shoulder pad things, those will be the cyan concrete, and then the circular button on those will be yellow, and that's on both sides. Over here, as you can see, you have the light gray, cyan, yellow. Then he has his undershirt, which is going to be white concrete. And we did color off those folds right there, so you can see where the collar folds in right there, and that separates from the neck. Make sure you don't confuse the two. Make sure that's all white, up even in this fold right here. And then you would switch over to your white terracotta to color in all of the skin, other than the part that's underneath the neck. Alright, we're not going to color that in with terracotta, that's just for shading. If you prefer to use a different block for skin, you can try it out. I just didn't want the blocks for his skin to look too close to his hair, and it ends up looking okay, so I like it. Up close it might not look the best, but on the right hand camera screen when you're zoomed out it does look pretty good. Anyways, moving on to the face, we have the left ear is going to be white terracotta, right ear white terracotta. The face is all white terracotta. We didn't put any shading under the hair just so it wouldn't be difficult. And after that you're done with the terracotta. And from there you can switch to your white concrete and make sure you color in the eyeball on both sides, and then you would switch to your nether brick to fill in the pupil as well. Once you do that, it's relatively simple. You only have one thing left to do, which is the hair, and you will be using oak planks and sandstone for that. So in the oak planks, you can see we separated parts of the hair that are going to be darkened out. So when we have that line over here, everything below it is going to be darkened out. Right here, everything below that's darkened out. Then you have the little pockets right there in the middle part and the left side where it's not everything below it, but it's everything that's closed into the area that we locked in. So make sure to pause right now and just check it out. Make sure you have everything fleshed out so you can see it. And then once you color in those shading spots, you would switch to your sandstone and just fill in everything. Alright? So, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. You guys have been telling me builds you want me to do. I've been taking my time just because I wasn't sure I wanted to keep doing them. But I will see, I'll see. I'll probably do more. I still have to finish this one. This is Sarada Uchiha from Boruto. And that's been like months that it should have been done. But I'm glad you guys like this. You guys wanted more My Hero. Let me know what characters to do, and I'll keep you guys posted. Anyways, this is Phoenix, and I will see you guys later.